You have watched the market. You have seen the prices dropping. You have heard the dealers begging. And you have wondered, how bad is it going to get? I am going to show you proof, not speculation, not opinion. Proof that your ATV will be worth significantly less in 18 months. In some cases, worthless. Not because it is broken, because the world around it is changing. And you need to see the evidence before you make your next move. Let me start with a story. A friend of mine owns a 2022 Can-Am Outlander 1000R. He bought it at the peak. He paid $16,000. He loved it. He rode it hard. He maintained it perfectly. Last week, he tried to sell it. He listed it for $10,000. That is a $6,000 loss. He thought it was a fair price. He was wrong. The only offer he received was $7,000. From a dealer. The dealer told him, off the record, that they would not even list it on their showroom floor. They would send it straight to auction because they cannot sell big-bore gas ATVs anymore. The market has collapsed. And my friend is now the owner of a machine that is worth half what he paid. 18 months ago, that machine was worth 14. Today, 7. Tomorrow, maybe 5. Here's the proof. Proof number 1. The auction data. I have been tracking wholesale prices at auctions across North America. Ritchie Brothers Iron Planet, Mecum, the numbers are devastating. In January 2024, the average selling price for a used Can-Am Outlander 1000R was $11,000. In January 2025, it was $8,000. In January 2026, it was $5,500. That is a 50% drop in 2 years. A 50% drop for a machine that was built in 2022. That is not normal depreciation. That is a collapse. And the trend is accelerating. The first quarter of 2026 has seen prices drop another 15%. At this rate, a 2022 Outlander 1000R will be worth $3,000 by the end of 2026. $3,000 for a machine that costs $16,000 new. Proof number 2. Dealer inventory. I have visited 20 dealers in the last 3 months. Every single one has a backlog of used trade-ins. They are not advertising them. They are not putting them on the floor. They are storing them in backlots, behind the service department, in old shipping containers. One dealer in Michigan had 47 used ATVs sitting in a fenced area. 47. They had been there for an average of 6 months. The dealer told me they cannot sell them. Not because they are bad machines, because there are no buyers. And every month they sit, they lose value. The dealer is considering sending them all to auction. He expects to get 50 cents on the dollar. Maybe less. Proof number 3. The financing crisis. This is the one nobody is talking about. Banks are tightening lending for recreational vehicles. Not just ATVs, boats, snowmobiles, motorcycles. The default rates have spiked. People who bought at the peak are walking away from their loans. The banks are left with repossessed machines, and they are selling them for whatever they can get. I have seen bank-owned 2023 Polaris Sportsman XP 1000S sell for $4,000. $4,000. That is less than the cost of a new engine. The banks do not care. They want the machines off their books. They are flooding the market with cheap inventory. And that cheap inventory is setting a new floor. A floor that is much lower than anything we have seen before. Let me pause here. I want you to think about your own machine. When did you buy it? What did you pay? What do you think it is worth today? Go to the comments. Tell me, be honest. I want to see if your estimate matches the data. Because most owners are living in the past. They are using Kelley Blue Book values from 2022. Those values are fiction. The real market is much worse. And the real market is what matters when you try to sell. Proof number 4. The regulatory hammer. This is the killer. The Phase 4 emission standards we discussed. They go into full effect in January 2027. That is 18 months from now. On that date, any ATV that is not Phase 4 certified becomes illegal to sell as new. But that is not the worst part. The worst part is what happens to used values. When a machine cannot be sold new, its used value collapses. Because buyers know that parts will become scarce, that dealers will stop supporting it, that the government may eventually ban it from public land. I have seen this happen with two-stroke dirt bikes. In 2005, a used two-stroke was worth $3,000. In 2007, after the ban, it was worth $500. The same thing will happen to non-compliant four-strokes. Your big bore Can-Am, your Polaris, your CF Moto. If it is not Phase 4 certified, its value will drop to near zero, not in 10 years, in 18 months. Which machines are safe? The small displacement ones, the Honda Four-Trax Foreman 500, the Yamaha Kodiak 450, the Suzuki King Quad 400. These meet the new standards. They will retain value. The big machines? The 850s, the thousands, the turbos, they are doomed. The manufacturers are not going to recertify them. It costs too much. They will let them die, and your used machine will die with them. Proof number 5, the electric transition. This is longer term, but it is accelerating. Every major manufacturer has announced electric models. Polaris has the Ranger XP Kinetic. Can-Am has the Origin and Pulse. Even Honda is working on electric. These machines are expensive now, $20,000. But prices are dropping. Battery technology is improving. In 5 years, electric ATVs will be cost competitive with gas. In 10 years, they will be cheaper. And when that happens, gas ATVs will become like horse-drawn plows. Interesting to collectors, useless to everyone else. Your grandchildren will not ride your gas ATV. They will ride electric, and your gas machine will sit in a barn, slowly rotting, worth nothing. Let me give you a specific timeline. The next 18 months are critical. Here is what will happen. Month 1 to 6. Dealers will continue to offer crazy promotions. 0% financing, free accessories, massive discounts. They are trying to clear inventory before the Phase 4 deadline. You will see prices drop another 20%. Month 7 to 12. The wholesale auctions will be flooded with repossessed and trade-in machines. Banks will sell them for whatever they can get. Prices will drop another 30%. Month 13 to 18. The Phase 4 deadline will approach. Dealers will stop accepting non-compliant trade-ins. Private sellers will panic. They will list their machines for half of what they hoped. Some will not sell at all. They will be stuck with machines that are effectively worthless. I have seen this movie before. In 2008, the RV market collapsed. People who bought motorhomes for $100,000 could not sell them for $20,000. The same thing happened with boats in 2009. The same thing happened with snowmobiles in 2012. The recreational vehicle market is cyclical. It booms, it busts. We are in the bust. And this bust is worse because of the regulatory changes. The last bust was economic. This bust is economic and regulatory. That is a 1-2 punch. And the punch is landing right now. Let me pause again. I want you to think about your strategy. Are you a seller? Are you a buyer? What is your timeline? Go to the comments, tell me, because the advice is different depending on your answer. If you are a seller, you need to act now, not next month, not next year, now. The market is not going to recover. It is going to get worse. Every month you wait, you lose value. I know it hurts. I know you paid more. But that money is gone. It is not coming back. Your choice is not between a good price and a bad price. Your choice is between a bad price and a worse price. Sell now. Take your medicine, move on. If you are a buyer, you have a different problem. You need to decide when to jump in. The bottom is coming. But it is hard to time. If you buy now, you might catch a falling knife. If you wait, you might miss the best deals. My advice is to wait until the Phase 4 deadline gets closer. 6 months from now, 12 months from now. Watch the auctions. Watch the dealer promotions. When you see a machine that is Phase 4 certified at a price that seems too low, that is your moment. But do not buy a non-compliant machine. Even if it is cheap, it will get cheaper, and eventually, it will be worthless. You do not want to own a worthless machine. You want to own a machine that holds value. A Honda Foreman, a Yamaha Kodiak, a Suzuki King Quad 400. These are the safe bets. Everything else is a gamble. Let me give you specific numbers. Today, a 2021 Honda 4Trax Foreman 500 is worth about $6,000. In 18 months, it will be worth about $5,000. That is a $1,000 drop. Manageable. A 2021 Can-Am Outlander 1000R is worth about $5,000 today. In 18 months, it will be worth about $2,000. Maybe less. That is a $3,000 drop. Painful. A 2021 Polaris Sportsman XP 1000 is worth about $4,000 today. In 18 months, it might be worth $1,000. That is catastrophic. The difference is the regulatory outlook. The Honda is Phase 4 certified. The Can-Am and Polaris are not. That is the only thing that matters. I want to show you one more piece of proof. Rental fleets. The big ATV rental companies are dumping their gas machines. They are switching to electric. I have talked to 3 rental operators in the last month. All of them are selling their entire gas fleets, hundreds of machines. They are listing them at prices that seem insane. $4,000 for a 2023 Outlander. $3,000 for a 2022 Sportsman. These are low-hour, well-maintained machines. And they are not selling. The rental companies are getting desperate. They have told me they will accept almost any offer because they need the floor space for electric machines, and they need the cash. That is a flood of supply. And flood of supply means lower prices for everyone. Here is my final warning. Do not be the person who holds too long. I have seen it happen. The owner who says, "I will wait until spring." Spring comes, prices drop. I will wait until summer. Summer comes, prices drop more. I will wait until next year. Next year comes. The machine is worth nothing. They end up giving it away or storing it forever. Do not be that person. If you are going to sell, sell now. If you are going to buy, wait. But whatever you do not pretend that the market is stable. It is not. It is falling. And it will keep falling until the Phase 4 deadline passes. After that, the non-compliant machines will be in free fall. There will be no bottom. They will be worth whatever someone is willing to pay for a machine that cannot be registered. And that number is close to zero. I want to hear from you. Have you sold an ATV recently? What did you get? Have you bought one? What did you pay? Tell me in the comments. Share your data. The more we know, the better decisions we make. And if you are holding a machine that is about to lose its value, I am sorry. I wish I had better news. But the truth is the truth. Your ATV will be worthless in 18 months. Not because it is a bad machine, because the world has changed. The only question is what you do about it. Sell now, or hold and hope. Hope is not a plan. The proof is in the numbers. Read them, act on them, before it is too late.